So I've been driving for Uber for about 3 days now. A little more than 19 hours driving time. Like 19 hours and 9 minutes or something. I drove 3 different shifts. So on Monday I drove from like 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday I drove from like 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. something like that. It was like 5 or 6 hours. And today I did like 2 rides, hour and a half, made a quick $30. Total I've made about $440 just in earnings. And then you take, I didn't get taxed on that, and I probably spent about $60 in gas. But I mean, before taxes, probably about $20 an hour, something like that, like after you take out the gas expenses or whatever. So it's not a bad gig at all. And you know, I can work whenever I want to work. So I can take some rides right now. I'm in the process of moving into my apartment for college right now, so like I'm not gonna be doing any more rides today. But I easily could have done probably $25 or $30 an hour, because a lot of probably three or 4 of those hours I was in destination mode heading back towards my house in Beaver County. Like if I would have just stayed out in Pittsburgh, then I could have easily got, you know, $25 or $30 an hour. But I was headed back towards Beaver County because I really didn't want to be out in Pittsburgh driving on the hills, because I got this stick shift. I'm like, driving on hills is a bitch, and I'm not really trying to, like, I mean, I can do it, but it's annoying. I'd rather just be in familiar territory and driving, you know, people who know the area, and, you know, I'd rather do that. But I will be in Pittsburgh doing some rides in Pittsburgh, making money that way. But I just figured for the first, you know, it's my first week, so I'm still getting into the flow of things, finding out how things work. But if you're over 21 and you have a car that's less than 15 years old and it's a sedan, I would drive Uber. And you're in school, or even if you're just looking for a side gig, like, this is definitely a great way to make money, because it's super flexible. You can pick up shifts whenever you want. I figured out so far, it's only been a couple days, but in the morning there's definitely some of the longer rides, because people are going to work. So if you're living in a suburb of a city, like I'm probably 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, but a lot of people have to get to Pittsburgh. Like, they take their Ubers in the morning to get to work in Pittsburgh, and that's an easy 45-minute drive, or 35 to 45-minute drive. And like, actually my first day, like my first ride ever, was a guy who was going, it's like an hour-long ride, an hour and 10 minute long ride, and I got like $58 off of that. And you know, it's good to work early. You don't have to, because I mean, the great thing about Uber is there's flexibility, so you can work whenever you have time. But being a student, you know, you might want to you don't have classes until 8 a.m. so you might be able to make a quick $40-$60 in the morning just by doing a few rides. But it's been a great experience so far. You know, some people don't want to talk, but I'd say 80% of people will talk your ear off. You know, just ask them questions, ask, you know, where they're from, how long they've been there for, you know, the standard questions. You'll get into the flow of the conversation. And, you know, really one thing I'm learning is to just listen, because people want to talk to you, you know. So you ask a question and you kind of get a feel for their cadence. But a lot of times, like, you just ask a question and they'll riff on for a few minutes before they even wait for feedback. If they even wait for feedback, they might just keep talking in your ear, and you just, you know, all right, cool, nice, yeah, that's awesome, you know, just keep the conversation going. And you know, just work on your conversation skills, your listening skills. Easy way to make some money. You know, $440 in 3 days, 20 hours, probably more like 15 hours actual driving. Like a good 3 to 5 hours I was just like either sitting in New Brighton, because I live in New Brighton. That's a small, like, there's not too many Uber rides, so I got to drive out towards the city, and like usually on the way out of New Brighton I'll get a ride. But yeah, easy money, but $20 to $30 an hour. And sure, like I haven't optimized it yet. I'm still figuring out how to maneuver. But yeah, it's a good way to make money. And if you're in school, I'm sure it's a great way to make money, because you got people going to the airport. I've been to the airport like 4 times already, 3 days. But I'm sure you have people on the weekends going from the university to the airport, or, you know, just going out to see a friend who lives in the suburbs. They might be an hour away, and, you know, their house might be an hour away from school, and they might be going from their house to school or whatever. There's definitely, like, no matter how big your school is or how big your town is, like, as long as you're somewhat you know, there's people, you're not in the middle of nowhere, you'll be able to make some good money driving Uber. Like, it's easy money. You just drive around and talk or not talk. You don't have to talk. Like, if you're an introvert, you don't like talking to people, you might not get as many tips, but you will, you know, you'll still get paid. Just as long as you get them from A to B, you'll be fine. You know, I did my biggest ride so far was a ride from, like, it was north of Pittsburgh to, like, south of Pittsburgh. It was like an hour and 10-minute ride. I forget exactly how many miles it was, but I made like $88 off that ride. You know, it was like, I think the fare was like $70 for me, and then I got a $15 tip on top of that. It was like $85, like $88, but that was for an hour. That was $80 in an hour. You know, $80 an hour for one ride. Like, I'll take that shit all day. Especially, I'm gonna be, you know, in my graduate program pretty soon. I'm going out to IUP tomorrow, so you know, I'm gonna be in the mornings, like 4 or 5 a.m. to 7 or 8 a.m. because I don't have classes until the evening. But in the mornings, that's gonna be straight Uber. Like, I'll easily be able to make, you know, $50 to $80 in 3 or 4 hours just in the morning before I even get my day started. Before I even, you know, start looking at the stock market and see, like, what kind of trades I'm gonna get into, or before I even start to, you know, study and do the homework that I'm going to be doing, I can just bang out easy, you know, $50 to $80 in the morning before the day even gets started. So, you know, it's been a good experience so far. We'll see what the change up is like whenever I change locations from west of Pittsburgh to east of Pittsburgh. We'll see how different it is. I'm going to be on a campus, so, like, we'll see if I'm going to be picking up students, you know, more students, or if I'm still going to be in the same demographic as around here. Because around here, honestly, it's like, I don't even know what to expect out here. It's like, it'll be old woman, or, you know, young dude, or, like, it's like 50-50 male to female that I'm picking up at all age ranges. Like, everyone's using Uber. So, like, we'll see what the demographic change is like whenever I get out on the campus, or by campus. I'm not on campus, but, you know, I'll be out that way, and we'll see what we'll see. I'll give you guys an update on, you know, the earnings, and, you know, what you can do to, you know, I don't know what you're going to do, but, like, you know, I'll just keep you guys updated. So, if you could leave a like on the video, it helps me out a lot, or subscribe if you want to see some more, and, send me a message, let me know what you want to see, and I'll make some more videos. Whatever you want me to make, I'll make. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll get back at you later.